Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Still Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We got a special guest with us in the studio today. We have the co-founder and current fighter for Backwoods MMA, Aaron Sutterfield.
The Joker.
Aaron the Joker Sutterfield.
The Joker.
Okay, I forgot we talked about that. Welcome to the studio, my guy. Thank you for joining us today.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Said, dude, like it's been awesome. Everybody's been super nice and super open, and everybody's just been like open arms, man. You know what I mean? It's just been like camaraderie. It's been, everybody's been super supportive, and I'm with that, man. I like the vibe, and I thought that was crazy. It's like it was like it's a combat sport, and it's such a violent sport, and it's like everybody's super fucking cool. And when you go to like the weigh-ins today, it's just a bunch of cool fucking guys hanging out. Shit got a little heated, but it was all fucking cool. It was all in the name of It's all in good spirit, you know what I mean? It's all in good spirit. It's all in the sport of competition. Everybody was super cool. It was just...
Yeah, I'm gonna let my brother handle the situation, and I'm gonna call it at that. That's what it is.
Yeah, that was one thing I did want to touch on. I guess we'll get that first. You are the oldest of three brothers.
Yes, actually, I'm the oldest of four.
Oh,
There's
four
of us, not four brothers, but two. I got two little brothers, and then actually I have a younger sister as well.
Yeah, there's three, to clarify, there's three Sutterfields fighting on the card tomorrow for PF4.
Correct. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, just tell us just real quick about your brothers, because they didn't make it in tonight.
Well, Anthony, he's actually the 155 champion for Peak.
Okay.
And, he's been training since he was 9. We pretty much grew up training together. As I got older in my high school days, we kind of went our separate ways. But, it is what it is. Fate brought us back together. And we came up here, co-founded, Backwoods MMA. Then I had to kind of go and do my own thing with life. I had a kid, had to quit training for a couple of years, and then got back into it, got back up here, and I had a fight with, Jack McDaniels and...
Oh, the guy that's on the card, he's
Exactly.
fighting,
He's fighting...
Alex McCulley.
Yeah.
No, Caleb McCulley. Caleb McCulley. I keep calling him Alex, and I don't know why. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Alex. Yeah. And he wasn't even anywhere near us in the lobby. It was crazy.
Just call he's a Cyclops, man.
Oh, man, dude.
They're both beasts.
The crazy thing that everybody was saying about him was how unbelievably strong he was, dude. And I actually was like watching him fight on the bag, like punch the bag, and I was like, this kid is punching the shit out of that bag, dude. Yeah. And he was in there working with Cody, and he did not even look like he was that much smaller. And when I saw he was fighting at flyweight, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, he's gonna punish somebody.
I'm not
punish somebody, boy.
Because I know nothing or nothing like that, but at least at the fights that I do have seen him, he's fought at like 170. I think 165. I can't, be exact on that, but I know for sure at 170. And he does damn good at 170. He's a good fighter.
I think I misspoke. I think he corrected me earlier. I think he's fighting. Lightweight.
He's fighting at 155.
155, which is middleweight. No.
No, middleweight's like 60, 75.
Lightweight's one. No.
Welterweight is 170. Then you have lightweight 155, and then that's.
Oh, he's fighting at a catch weight. That's what it is. Yeah. He's fighting at a catch weight.
No, they're fighting at 155.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Someone was fighting at a catch weight. I can't remember who it was.
That's me, because we had a little miscommunication during the I guess off period, not really off period, but between this peak and the last peak, and I thought the fight was at 170 because from previous conversations that I've had with people, I've said that I don't feel comfortable cutting down, anything lower than 165, 170. I really want to stay at 170. I was walking around before the fight with Tyler Stewart at 180, 185.
Oh.
I was looking good. I was feeling good. And then, of course, after that fight, I came off of an injury. I cut down to 170, came off an injury, had life happen, got sick, lost a little bit more weight than I thought I was going to. So I was actually building weight, thinking that the fight. Yeah. I'm eating extra. I'm packing in water. I'm trying to get this extra weight on. you get back to 180 so I can cut to 170 real quick for this fight.
Yeah.
Because I thought this fight was originally at 170. Now, in the meantime, somebody somewhere had said it was at 165 while I was in a little bit of a custody battle with my ex with my daughter. Not really custody battle, it was pretty much a transaction. I was actually getting her for the month of December.
Yeah.
So I was more focused on her, pretty much just agreed to something. And then me being a man of my word, when I'm told right then and there, no, the fight's at 160, I'm like, oh shit. How am I going to fix this? I know how to cut weight real quick. I can cut 10 pounds in an hour. I wasn't able to cut exactly 10 pounds. I overshot my thought, but luckily, mad respect to Kevin Miller, man. He's a fighter, that's for sure. He's a warrior.
Hell yeah.
He's accepted the fight at 165, with me at 165 and with him at 160. Actually 158 with some change, if I remember correctly.
And that's I've always thought like we talked about earlier, obviously like a huge difference or something, but like when it's less than like 5 pounds or less, I mean,
personally, I'll fight anybody.
Exactly.
If you're confident with your, if he was confident with
both of these two on an everyday basis. And I mean, not so much Brandon because we do need to spar more often though.
We do.
But Alex, I mean,
looking forward to hard sparring after.
After the fights. Yeah, we have what we call the gladiator weeks. And, for about a month, we full 100. It's what's going on in the cage.
I would love to get. That would be where I would want to come.
Hell yeah. Gladiator week would be dope.
When I went to OTC, like nothing against them because like it was their last practice before this fight, and nobody was doing anything like real heavy. That's why the video I had wasn't like them going that hard, but it was like because like I said, I know it's right before training. I just want I want to get you guys after.
Right before training or right before
the fight. Right after the fight, if we're not injured like too bad. I mean, it's like I said, we have gladiators for a reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
We get in there, we bang it out. I mean, I've busted his eye open. I mean,
it's going, man.
I've hurt my brother's shoulder. I've actually gotten hurt myself. I
busted my eye open.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to deal with the bumps and bruises, though, you know what I mean. It's kind of
part of the sport.
Absolutely.
You wipe the blood off and you laugh and you keep it going.
Those are fucking battle scars, dude.
Exactly.
Like I got some surgery and they're like, we'll give you something to cover that scar up. And I was like, I want the scar, man.
Yeah, leave that shit.
Exactly.
Close that shit up super quick.
I learned about that in a football game. He was like, you can. I had a coach made me feel bad. He was like, you can go to the hospital, or you can super glue that bad boy. And I was like, well, clearly I'm a man.
Yes.
So we're gonna super.
How about let me go with option 3, and we're not gonna do anything about it. We're gonna let it bleed and let's roll. Yeah. Rub some fucking dirt in it.
Hold on to it.
I took a fucking shot one time, and I was already like a little bit concussed. And my school was like so old that like they broke a chlorine tablet on me to kind of like wake me up. And the trainer was like, you know what's funny? I did this to your dad about 20 years ago with this same bottle of pills. I was like, we've had this bottle of pills for 30 years.
Yeah, like that is not what I want to wake up to, motherfucker. Like, goddamn.
He just hit me with a 30-year-old chlorine tablet. I was like, what
even
the
worse,
hell?
you're like, bro, my dad's never been here. You're like, what? Like, fucking first generation, never met my dad.
It's just some old guy, and he's like, who are you?
And you're not my coach.
Matter of fact, I've never even seen you before. Who are you?
Aren't you the band instructor?
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Yeah, I am an adult. You're bad. You're bad.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Yeah, I need a different adult.
Shout out to you for stuff.
We talked to you, and we talked Anthony. Where's Aiden coming into the picture? When does he start fighting? Like where? He's the youngest.
Aiden's debut. Now, yes, when he was pretty much 4 years old, he was on the mat. I mean, pretty much, but I mean, not really. When I say 4, probably exaggerating that a little bit. But he was really young. I know I was 13. Anthony was 9. Aiden's 9 years younger than me. So I mean, that tells you how much the age difference is. I ain't gonna do the quick math. But
shout out to him. He's the young buck. He's the youngest guy on the card. Someone was like, are they all overage? And I was like, I would assume. And I was like, no, he's 16 years old.
I'm not gonna lie.
You can't even buy cigarettes.
Exactly.
Like,
A lot of the guys on the card can't
Yeah,
have cigarettes.
and,
What you talking about? Half the motherfuckers on the, that's why we did the fucking weigh-ins in the lobby. Like
Yeah.
half,
Yeah.
Exactly. They couldn't even get past
That's
that
the right
hallway.
age to start
Dude.
fighting,
No.
though, man.
no joke, I looked over, I was like, you guys going in? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even think anything of it. And that's when I walked inside and they were like, yeah, they can't come in because they're not 21. I was like, oh, that's why the fuck they're all standing in there all huddled together. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you guys doing? And I was
Yeah.
like, it's just
I mean,
waiting.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna be
It's
like
a narrow
call-
hallway for you guys to be.
I knew they were gonna be on the stage, so I thought that they were gonna be like calling you guys, and you guys were gonna come out like, come
yeah.
out the back. Yeah, no, that's not what happened. They just couldn't get in the bar.
yeah, right. No, but no.
They're like, is Travis here? And he's like,
Yo, shout out Ashton Kirby. He was in here, and I was like, you going after the fight? I'll buy you a beer, man. Beer on me. And then I was like, oh wait, you're 19. Then I was like, yeah, we're not doing beer. Okay.
Never
I
mind.
was like, my bad, yo, sorry, no
buy
beer,
your Shirley
no beer.
Temple.
Like I said, he was so professional and so he was so professional, media ready. I just assumed that he was.
Just so uniform.
I treat everyone as an adult. I treat everyone the same with the same amount of respect. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I just kind of talk to him like he's a grown up. I mean, he is. I mean, he's 19 years old. He could kick my ass. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right. Yeah.
He kicked my ass for sure. I was like.
But no, I tell everybody, do not look past Hayden. He's had to grow up running around with me and Anthony, literally his entire.
Okay, so Aiden's fight tomorrow is his debut.
Yes, sir. Dawson's debut as well.
Is it Dawson's debut? Okay,
Dawson's
cool.
debut as well, yes, sir.
Man, that's gonna be
Now Dawson, that's another one of them that, it was just that moment in time where we had to split apart. The gym and them had to part the different ways.
yeah. And
So I mean, we know.
almost like Brandon was saying, sometimes you just gotta move on to different stuff and try something
Exactly.
else. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and like I said,
Every situation's not gonna work, whether or
You
not
gotta
it's a good
grow,
one
and
or
not everybody can do it together, man. It's just you
No.
gotta.
Just because it's a good situation doesn't mean it's gonna
You want,
work for
you
you.
want to know
Exactly.
something funny
Exactly.
is Dawson was training with me and Joe and a few other guys before he went to Backwoods, and then I went to Backwoods and I didn't know he was there, and I was like,
yeah,
oh,
it
it's
was just a
Dawson.
complete,
Yeah,
okay.
coincidence.
right
Wow.
on, right on.
It was
That's cool.
pretty crazy, but
Like you guys said that you said you guys are 40 minutes apart. Where were you training first before that?
I was like in Yellow. Actually, I was training out of Shape Fitness, which is just like a workout gym.
Yeah. Okay.
She was
Cool.
cool enough to let us put some mats out and stuff and practice.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Absolutely.
That's badass.
Hell yeah.
actually, this is actually, I guess, what do they call it, where it's, whatever.
What?
But
Use
It's
your
fucking-
words.
it's fucking
Use your words,
whatever,
Aaron.
bro.
Tell
Like,
us. We can help you.
You hit the nail on the head.
Anyways, exactly. But in the very beginning of Backwoods, we were trying to figure out who all around was, had any type of martial art experience, and we came across Joe Batterton.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was working at Ranger, I trained, not really trained, but, well, a little bit trained, yeah, with a guy named James who fought in a card in
James Johnson.
Missouri, yeah. Yeah, dude, James Johnson. And, I mean, dude, he was, his stand-up game was solid.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, dude, I would call him up here to fight some of these dudes. I really
Oh
would.
yeah.
If he was in the gym, I'd really,
I
that's
think
another
good.
guy.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
delved
really
into the
like.
arm wrestling.
But,
But
yeah.
man, he's an awesome boxer. Awesome
But
boxer.
anyways, back to Aiden.
Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, he's a little monster. I mean,
What would you say the strongest part of his game would be?
Ground, straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up ground.
Yeah.
That kid's, and he's so technical,
I
man.
mean, yeah, he's
And he's
smart.
got-
That's the thing. I would
he's
actually
so
say his
smart on the
strategy
ground,
for
man.
anything, but
If
I would specifically say stand up or ground. He's ground.
if he was
Does-
really strong,
But I wouldn't.
But he's
don't
strategic?
Yeah, he's very strategic.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
he thinks that, because I know this is coming out after the fight, so I mean, I got a feeling. Now, this is me personally. I got a feeling that he thinks that Dawson knows he's gonna shoot instant. He's not gonna want to throw hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is Aiden? He is a smart kid. I shit you not, dude. This fucking kid is smart.
He should
He's
throw.
gonna, exactly.
If he shoots, he
He's-
should
I-
throw.
Yeah.
Masvidal caught
yeah.
that knockout on
Dude,
Askren.
I
He
hope
should do it.
I hope he comes.
Fucking
with that
Superman's his
straight-
ass.
Yes, just
Fucking.
fake the takedown. I'm gonna tell him. Fake
Yeah.
the takedown and instantly
Whack.
throw that straight. He's
I-
gonna know that your technique is to go straight to the ground. Your strategy is to go straight to
He's
the
gonna
ground.
put his chin out to get his feet back. You know what I mean? He's
Eddie
gonna put his chin
Bravo
out to put his feet back.
Shock the fucking world. Fake the takedown, throw a fucking
And that
straight
shit.
into his
Round
fucking
one
jaw,
done.
and right there, round one, first punch, KO. You're gonna be known as Aiden One Punch Man Sutterfield instead of Aiden Baby Sutterfield. I'm telling you.
We're gonna
It's
change.
beautiful.
You are gonna fucking walk away with a win and a new nickname, son.
I'm
Like,
telling you.
and then Nathan's buying you a beer.
He's 16. He can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Then we're gonna
oh,
not
Brendan's
buy
buying
him.
a
We're
beer.
not.
Yeah.
Private property.
Then we're not gonna buy him and Ashton a beer, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not buying
We
the
got-
beers.
He's
after
gonna
that.
find a bottle somewhere. That's what's gonna fucking
We'll
happen.
have him on the podcast.
But
Yeah.
I was watching Eddie Bravo was talking about he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He
I
trains.
love
with
Eddie Bravo. You've actually talked to Eddie Bravo?
No, I didn't talk to him.
Oh,
I was watching some of
Oh,
his
I
work,
love
and
Eddie
he was
Bravo,
talking
yeah.
about
That's where I get a lot of mine.
when you think someone's gonna shoot out the gate, literally like going for the throw on the knee is like nothing can really go wrong. If they're shooting, worst come to worst, they duck and you don't. That's it, and you restart. You stand up. But if you know they're shooting, throw that fuck, because
Exactly.
dude, and that's what I'm saying. Is he's like it's never been really been done
Well,
before.
the amateurs,
Masvidal
you
did it,
can't
and everyone's
knee
like, oh my
him.
god. I'm like, you should. Yeah, but yeah, like you can't knee him front to the face.
Like what Masvidal did was beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he
Professionals,
caught
yes.
him in the side
I
of the cheek.
swear to- I mean, I when I get professional, trust me, it's one of the things I'm doing is I'm coming out there just
Trying
it, dude. I mean, if I can do it, I'm 6'4". That's a lot of knee coming towards you.
Yeah.
So if you can block it, good for you. If
Good for
can't,
you.
I feel sorry for your chin, nose, and or jaw. One of the three is going.
Masvidal flexed for the cameras, but I know 100% there was a point in his mind where he was like, "Holy shit, that just worked."
Yeah, he was like,
That just
fuck,
worked.
man. Yeah, he's looking out in the crowd. He's like, did y'all see that?
Yeah. He said that he told that to everybody. The first thing I'm gonna do is come out and knee him in the face.
Yeah.
And what did Askren do? Drop his hands when he shot in for the double leg?
God, bro.
Boom.
I just never in my life.
You kill a
like,
motherfucker like
as
that,
a-
bro.
Exactly.
You kill a motherfucker like that.
You know when you should shoot out the gate? When you've never fucking shot out the gate.
Yeah,
ever in
exactly.
your entire
That's your fucking
career.
Hail Mary, son. That's your Hail Mary, man.
You get that as a championship belt. You just want to
Yeah.
walk in, get that sub.
You're not just fucking shoot that from the belt all the time. Absolutely. I know it.
That's me personally. That's what I believe in.
Bro,
If
and
you're
I mean, like,
shooting
and I
half the
know
time-
everybody talks about. I mean, I hate how everybody talks about him, but I do like him. But like the McGregor Diaz fight, their first one, he shot at his fucking feet, and he got on top of him, and he fucking stretched that boy out. Stretched his ass
he
out.
Ran, I'm not gonna say he ran McGregor, but at the same time he ran McGregor down. McGregor was tired as hell.
Oh no, and he was. He got a couple of those licks in.
Fourth round.
I mean, he was sweating them in the first round, but I mean, when they come out. But he dove for the legs, and he got on top. He just fell on top of him, stretched him the fuck out, bro.
It was beautiful.
My favorite part about the Diaz fight was when the second one when the Diaz.
Oh no,
when
he
Diaz
was.
tapped him out.
And I'm a McGregor fan more than I am a Diaz. I mean, like I respect the Diaz boys. They're fucking dope. I
I'm a
love
huge
them.
Diaz fan.
But I'm Irish. I'm Irish, and I will always
them
fucking
mentality.
back McGregor. I mean, like that's my dude.
Like
So,
Nick and Nate Diaz, I just fuck with
No, they're
them.
great.
Just
They're
their whole
great
attitude.
fighters.
The way that they're like,
And it was a
fuck
clean
you.
like that fight was a clean fight, but the second one
It's
was
funny-
way
it's
better.
funny you
The
bring
second
Diaz
one was a
up.
great fight.
It's funny you bring the Diaz was because just earlier today, we were all talking about. I can't remember.
That was basically what you guys were at the weigh-ins today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, fuck those guys."
Yeah,
And they
fuck
were
those
they were like,
guys.
"Fuck you, bitch." Yeah, basically, that's basically what you guys were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like my mom was saying like, oh, you need to be more professional about it when somebody's running their mouth, and I was like, nah, we're like the Diaz brothers. Somebody's gonna talk shit.
Yeah, fuck
we're
them.
gonna jump right on them. I was like,
fuck
nah, we're
yeah.
a fucking pack of dogs.
The
We
whole
got this.
time
Absolutely.
I was there kind of in the background, and I was
That
like,
motherfucker
man.
want to bark, baby. What's up? Like,
I barked twice as loud.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you guys brought 5 fighters. I was like, so shit pops. I was like, it's gonna be a fucking.
Yeah,
like,
right. Well,
it's
like I'm
gonna be
gonna
like
step
all-
over here behind
He stepped
backwoods,
right
like.
in front of me. He stepped right in front of me, and I was about to.
I was like, this would be the I was like,
I
this
was
would be the
like,
greatest
yeah,
thing
no.
to ever happen for my media career if like everybody
If
in
it
that
went off
if
right now,
everybody
bro.
in that weighing
Somebody
room
would've
just
thrown a chair. If
Everybody's
somebody
getting
would've just
arrested.
boondocked and thrown in chairs.
Boondock, yeah.
I would have dude, I'd have just been sitting there fucking
What a
dude.
great
I would have been, oh my god. I would have loved it. But Yeah, I would kind of give that to you guys. You guys were kind of acting some shit on it. And Don was trying to lighten it up with with being funny the whole time.
Man, that dude was so funny.
Yeah. He was eating
Dude,
wings
I
and
love
shit.
Don. Shout
Yeah.
out to Don, dude.
He was a
swear,
funny
bro.
guy, man. He's a real cool guy. So I guess before we wrap it up, tell me about how Backwoods MMA came into fruition. Like, tell me about what it is, how you guys started, like what you guys are doing. Just give me a rundown, like a full rundown of it, just real quick. I said a full rundown, just real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, just like
Give me the cliff notes on everything.
Gotcha,
I want
gotcha.
the whole book real quick.
Gotcha. Well, me and my brother, we lived down in Texas. Some stuff was going down, so we were like, you know what? Let's move up here and see where we can start our dream. And that's pretty much exactly what we did. We came up here with an idea. We had a friend help us out. I mean, and, you know, like graces of his heart, he helped us out. And we got the loans we needed. We got the building up. We got the mats bought. We got the bags in. We got the guys in the gym. And now pretty much we're here. We started out slow. And
You guys
me
making profit?
personally, I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, I had to step back, like I said, for about 5 years, for about a year or two, and take some family time because well, she's 3 now, but I do have a daughter. Yeah. I took a step back, and then I had some things happen. Like I said, we split up. I came back up here. I was trying to get back into things, and that was about 6-7 months ago. I've had 2 fights, and I've had a fight since then. Like I said, the Tyler Stewart fight.
Yeah.
And then, I'm back into it. The gym's, back up and running. We got all the guys going. Like as we see, we got 5 guys on the card. So, that's pretty much how the cliff notes of the gym came about.
Hell yeah. Just one last thing, because like I said, your other brothers didn't show up tonight. Which is not a big deal. Like I said, I know you guys. I was just glad that you guys even took the time. Thank you so much. Yeah, honestly, if we'd had them in here, we wouldn't have gotten much done anyway.
Yeah,
we had a rough time getting shit done anyway. But someone told me that your brother's never seen the second round.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Not one time.
Not in his MMA.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
He's the one that's the
My
champion.
fucking guy.
He's the
Yes,
champion.
for the 155.
And this is your middle.
That's
This is
that's the middle brother.
Yeah,
Ashton
okay.
Kirby wants is the 155 title.
Yeah.
And my brother's standing in his way. And me personally, my brother's gonna disappoint.
Now, I can tell you right now that as far as like other people talking about the fights and so, I had 3 people tell me about your brother.
Mm-hmm.
There were 3 people who were like, hey, that's the guy to watch. And then I had 3 different people tell me that Kirby was the one to watch.
Well, of course.
And then when I showed up and I started talking to Kirby first because I hadn't seen you guys yet,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it's you, and people keep telling me about this Sutterfield kid. And he's like, oh, I'm fighting one of them. And I'm like, oh, shit. And it turns out it's your brother. That's the one they were talking about.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit. So this is...
It's gonna be the fight.
Yeah,
it's
so
gonna be
this
lit.
is the fight.
A phenom, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Anthony's a fucking phenom. You go to our gym, we got I kid you not, he's got an entire wall of medals with a bag of medals under the bag of the trophy case, which is full with. When we got an ice cooler, which has got a shit ton of trophies on it.
Hell yeah.
Dude, when I say we've competed, when I was 13 to when I was pretty much 17.
You're legitimately competing. You're in tournaments competing.
My parents kept us in tournaments all over the state of Texas. Anthony was supposed to go to Georgia, but broke his hand, while training. He was trying to qualify for the Junior Olympics for judo.
Oh wow!
Shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's got his purple belt.
Hell yeah.
Judo, jiu-jitsu.
And seeing that's so cool that like they both have backgrounds, because Kirby's dad was telling me that he has some Naga championships, some grappling tournament.
Anthony's got Naga belts, Naga swords, Naga medals.
That's what they were telling me about, like some different stuff. So that's really cool that they kind of have the same kind of background and they're on the same. Dude, that's gonna be a fight.
I don't know how old exactly Kirby is.
He's 19.
He's 19.
Yeah.
Anthony's 21. They're damn near around the same exact age.
They're
Same person.
Yeah.
To me, they almost look like they act alike too. So
yeah,
I haven't got to meet your brother yet.
My
but,
brother's looking himself in the mirror. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Right.
You're
that's
right.
how I'm kind of seeing it
Both
right
seems
now.
like it.
Both of them dudes are looking at each other going, I'm gonna win.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
Anthony's got this saying. He says, man, when I step in that ring,
It's
the
life or
person
death.
standing across from me, he's telling me that his dreams are more important than mine.
Yeah.
That, you know, he needs to come before me. It's basically, you know, that's how he looks at it, man.
Yeah.
That you won't meet a more confident person in your freaking
Oh, that's
life.
the way you gotta be, man. That's the way that we.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
but
way
yeah,
you
he'll
gotta
he
be.
will.
also
He'll
tell you-
stand-
he'll also
he'll-
tell you too that when he steps in that cage, it's like a gladiator. It's like a gladiator battle. It's
Yeah.
life or death. I
And-
mean, you know,
yeah.
it's like
And
close
that's-
that door. It's that lion cage, you know.
That's one thing. Like a lot of people were, like I was telling you guys, like I had some backlash from. I had this guy on. A lot of people didn't like, and I was like, look, he's doing something progressive. He's trying to do something. He's following his dream.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
And he was fortunate enough to give me the time of day to try to help me follow mine and to give me
Exactly.
some direction. And he hooked me up with other rappers who would I'm saying everyone was coming at me, and I'm like, yo, he's getting more plays than you.
Yeah,
He's got a
Yeah.
record deal with a real company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like taking time. You know, it's just
Shout out Bushwick.
people following their dreams, man. That's kind of, you know what I mean? I got mad respect for that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did this and did this because I believed in me. I believed in us. I looked at what we had, and I was like, I looked at Bruno and I was like, we can fucking do this. I was like, we could. And then here we are, months later, and we did it, bro. I believed in us, and you just got to follow your dreams. Like I said, so mad respect to you guys, and much
sure.
appreciate the love, you appreciate
And
the
like I was saying
hospitality,
earlier,
everything.
I don't remember who I was
Yeah,
talking
we
to
didn't
when we
even
were
know.
talking about it, but like, there's so much respect that I have. I mean, obviously, like a professional, that's great. But as an amateur, you guys juggling your life, which shit always happens. I have a fucking
God.
5-month-old son. I fucking know how it is. You know what I mean? So like, to be an amateur and still go and get your shit, like fucking mad respect for sure.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like I said, thank you guys for coming out, and we absolutely are gonna link up and do stuff in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%.
For
Got
sure.
big things coming. We're not going to talk about them right now on this podcast, but I'll probably let everybody know what we talked about earlier eventually, and we'll go over everything. But like I said, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching. If you guys haven't, go check out our interview with Brandon Lassen.
Like it,
Go
share
check
it.
out our Alex Seward interview, Cody Beck. Check out our promos, everything on YouTube. Drive to YouTube.
It's gonna
Go
be
check
coming at
that
you.
bad
Yeah,
boy
get
out.
on YouTube, man. What's happening?
Yeah.
And by the time you guys are seeing this, there'll be a promo up for
My
PF4.
dad uses
You
YouTube.
guys go check that bad boy out. Give it a like, a share, a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night, and I hope you guys came out to PF4. If you didn't, your mom's a hoe.
Your mom's a hoe.